The nation of Lithuania is an entity and people that have a long and illustrious history. In this video, I will be going over the earliest history of the Lithuanian people. If this content is enjoyed, please like and subscribe. This support helps out and makes it so I can focus more time and resources into these videos. I try to look into these more niche topics, but provide it to you in a way anyone can watch and enjoy. While many may see Lithuania as a small, somewhat obscure state in the Baltic region of Europe today, with many not even knowing of its existence, the state of Lithuania has a much longer and more influential history than we are led to believe today. The state of Lithuania had to fight for its sovereignty over the many centuries in which it graced the earth. What we now call Lithuania did not exist until the 11th century, with the first known reference of Lithuanian being that of the word Litua, which comes from a death record of St. Bruno of Querfurt. In this record, known as the Annals of Quedlinburg, it reads in Latin, Sanctus Bruno qui cognominatur Bonifacius archiepiscopus et monachus undecimo sue conversionis anno in confinio Rusce et Lituae apaganis capite plexus cum suis churchi sestini. Id Marti petit coelos. In English, this reads Saint Bruno, also called Boniface, archbishop and monk, in the 11th year of his conversion on the border of Ruthenia and Lithuania, was killed by the pagans, together with 18 of his people on March 9th, and went to heaven. This mention details the life of Saint Bruno, the missionary whose aim it was to convert the pagan population of these lands. The early religion of the Baltic people involved what we would know today as a pagan religion, one that worshipped many gods and believed many myths. Some of the first recorded of these myths was that of the Tale of Sovij. This painting by Romualda Petraukas is a modern rendition of what is described in this myth, the myth of Sovij. This tale described the different methods of funerals, in particular burning. The character Sovij was a semi-divine character in Baltic mythology. Sovij established the tradition of cremation. This tradition was supposed to symbolize the soul being freed from the deceased corporeal form and into the afterlife. These views were obviously looked down upon by the Christian missionaries that first witnessed and recorded such practices. In the Livonian Rhymed Chronicle, a chronicle that focuses mainly on Lithuanian northern neighbors, Estonia and Latvia. It was written by German crusaders. These crusaders were members of the Teutonic Order, more specifically the Livonian Order, a branch of the Teutonic Order. They could have also been part of the Sword Brethren, known in full as the Livonian Brothers of the Sword, established in 1202 by Albert, the third Bishop of Riga, for the purpose of the Livonian Crusade. Among the most notable of the groups established and sanctioned for what would be known as the Northern Crusades, in these chronicles, it is mentioned Lithuanian strong resistance to Christianization. It outlines the pagan practices and gods. We know from these chronicles that Lithuanians worshipped multiple gods, nature spirits, and ancestral figures. Like many other pagan religions in this region, their practices involve sacrifices, rituals. Many of these are targeted towards deities such as the sun, moon, and forests. More telling in these chronicles, however, was not these descriptions of Lithuanian pagan worship, but the fledgling military and unitary structure forming in the region. A translation of the Livonian Rhymed Chronicles from 1977 by Jerry C. Smith and William L. Urban reads, Mindaugas ordered the attack, and many a pagan fell from his horse onto the grass. The brothers were happy, since, for the first time, they had a true estimate of their strength. It was a huge band of pagans, some 30,000 men. Mindaugas continued the assault with a frenzied attack. This demonstrates the leadership and solidification of power under the first many Lithuanian Grand Dukes. Mindaugas was crowned King of Lithuania on the 6th of July 1253, after accepting Christianity in 1251. The Grand Duchy of Lithuania would be established as a Catholic kingdom. Mindaugas would be the only king of Lithuania, with the rest of the monarchs carrying the title of Grand Duke. King Mindaugas accepted Christianity out of political necessity, while the military campaigns against the Mongols and Teutonic Order proved that Mindaugas could be a capable leader. However, it is important to note that Mindaugas most likely remained a dedicated and practicing pagan. The acceptance of Christianity, like mentioned before, was out of necessity. This fledgling Catholic kingdom, being surrounded by Catholic states, could not survive if hard fast in its pagan ways. Knowing this, Mindaugas made the political move to accept this new faith in an effort to solidify power. In the next video in this series, I will cover the Grand Duchy of Lithuania prior to the Union of Lublin on the 1st of July 1569. For now, that is all. I'll catch you in the next one.